Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing another pick a card. We are carrying on with the Halloween themed, spooky themed, shadow themed readings for October. And because I'm filming two videos today, I just finished the one that you would have seen on Wednesday. I thought I'd do an easier one than just doing two heavy ones today and burning myself out. So we're going to be taking a look at who is creeping on your energy, your social media, whichever one resonates. I was thinking of like a nice topic, and I heard the Weekend song Creepin on the Low. I can't remember the name of, I think it's literally called Creepin, but anyway, but I heard that and I thought, okay, I normally do one like that of in October, so let's get in. So I have 4 objects for you guys to choose from. Pile number 1 is the donut. Pile number 2 is the cookie dough lip scrub. Pile number 3 is the poppy. And pile number 4 is the cat keyring. So see which object you're drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as usual, and I will see you guys at your timestamps. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at who is creeping on your energy, lurking on your social media, lurking on your energy. That's what we're going to be diving into. So you guys chose the donut. I'm going to start with tarot and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So let's take a look. So pile number 1, please, spirit guides. Who is lurking on my pile number 1? So who is creeping on my pile number 1s? Tap me into my pile number 1s, please. Who is creeping? I'm hearing the song by Dua Lipa, Meg the Stallion, Sweetest Pie, and I'm like, ooh, it's the ride of your life, something something. I'm hearing that. Pile number 1, please. Who is creeping on my pile number 1s? Social media. We have the 6 of Swords. Pile number 1, please. Who is creeping on my pile number 1s? We have the 9 of Swords. Who is creeping on my pile number 1s? Energy and social media. Who is lurking? 9 of Wands. So 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Who is creeping and lurking on my pile number 1s? 7 of Cups. Okay, back of the deck you have Justice. Okay, so firstly, whoever this person is, I do feel like either the time you're watching this, so it's the eclipse energies that's bringing this on, it could just be a phase in this person's life. I do see them working through and passing through certain emotions. I'm hearing the word accountability. So I feel like, you know, like as you get older and you start to look back at like certain things from your past, and I know everyone doesn't choose to do this because not a lot of people like to take accountability, but you know, when you start to like go, oh, I could have done that better, or maybe I should have reached out to that person, or maybe like I feel like this person is reaching a point of that where I feel like I'm kind of growing up, to be honest with you. Like there's a level of emotional maturity, but I feel like I'm kind of just skating on it for a second, and I kind of feel like there's something in my life that's kind of forcing me to kind of sober up or like wake up. I'm hearing the Saturn return interlude by Ariana, and the woman's talking about the Saturn return, and she's like wake up, and like her voice like echoes like wake up, wake up, wake up. So they could be going through a Saturn return because I feel very like sober, and I think Saturn could be transiting over that moon. That's something I'm being shown as well. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting to really look things in the eye and understand things, and I feel like I'm kind of, for me to do that, I'm having to funnel through emotions that I've trapped, things that I've kind of left stagnant. So I feel like things that have been buried down are kind of coming up for this person. And I do feel in terms of you with this person, I feel like they would have batted you away a little bit, like in terms of like what they would have done. So whoever this person is, they know they would have done you wrong. So this is like an ex-friend or an ex-partner or someone you were just talking to. I feel like I know I did wrong by this person, and I feel like I'm having to like to really sit and deal with it, but for a while I was batting it away. It was like, they were wrong, I don't want to deal with it, I'm not like, whatever, I'm burying my head in the sand, I'm walking away. And there's this sound on TikTok where it's like somebody walking through the street and then this car goes past and it's like really turned up music and it like whizzes past. I don't know the name of the song, but that's being shown to me because I almost feel like something's making me really rooted and grounded where I am right now. Something's making me feel stuck. Again, it could just be a sobering time where I'm feeling a little bit low or a little bit down, and I just kind of feel like I'm looking out my window and everyone else is playing or having fun, because it's making me think of the meme of SpongeBob and Patrick playing outside and Squidward's looking out his window like, oh, like I'm here alone. It's making me think of that. So I don't know if this person's kind of like, because I'm being shown being caught in a web, so I don't know if this person's like stuck in like a job that they don't like, or they're just feeling really low so they're not finding inspiration. But whatever it is, I kind of feel like this is very sobering. I'm having to deal with certain feelings, because with you then coming up, I kind of feel like I'm looking through a window in time, or again it could just be a social media, and I kind of feel like I'm I don't know why, but I feel like I'm looking at you and I feel like you are doing really well, or there's something about you like having fun, or you looking good, or like your energy looks really bright. So it's making me think like I'm looking on social media, but again they could just see you about, especially if you live close, because I feel like you're doing good. And I feel like this, because I'm being shown like a trophy, so I don't know if you've just achieved something, or you've just won something, or you've just got like a diploma in something, or you've just made like a big change in your life. But I kind of feel like your energy feels like it's flowing and mine feels stagnant, whereas I feel like maybe when whatever it is that went down, I feel like this person may have felt like their energy was flowing and yours was stagnant. They might have felt that way, or they might have felt like, oh, my energy's flowing, I don't care about anything else. Whereas now I feel like it's flipped, to be honest with you. And I feel like now it's like, oh, you're playing and I'm not. So there's that feeling of like, I kind of feel like I'm viewing you and I'm watching you, and I'm kind of, while I'm on the tail end of something, I feel like you've left, even though I feel like this person might have left you in their dust, I feel like they feel like you've left them in their dust, because I just see you flourishing. So I don't know if this person kind of felt like maybe they'd come back in your life, or honestly it feels that way. I feel like at one point we would have gotten back together, or like maybe they might have thought, oh, they're just still where I left them, but I don't feel like you're doing that now. So I feel like you've kind of left me, which is quite interesting. That's kind of how I feel. Tap me deeper into this, please, spirit guides, because I feel I'm sifting through, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. I kind of am looking at something from a different perspective now that I'm from down here. It feels different. Before I didn't care, now I do. Maybe I've been on the receiving end of what I've just done. I feel very stuck, like things have come to a standstill. And it's almost like I want to reach out, but then I feel like I can't. I feel like you wouldn't want to talk to me. Like there's that sort of thing. I feel like there's a barrier, to be honest with you. And I'm thinking of the Seven of Cups and like choices and pathways. So it's like, did I go down the wrong path? Like, did I chase after something that was shiny and it wasn't? I thought I knew it all and I didn't. It's reminding me of like tortoise on hair, and the hair type of energy, where the hair was like, I'm going to win, so I'm going to take a nap. But he underestimated the tortoise, and the tortoise ended up winning. There's something like that, but I don't feel like this person felt like they were in competition with you. It was more so, I want to take a look what this is about. I want to take a look at where this energy, I want to go deeper. Tap me deeper into this, please, spirit guides. Tap me deeper into this person's energy. Tap me deeper in. They're sifting through a lot of, because I see them just laying back thinking about things and feeling a bit sad. So that's, I don't think they're 100% sure about how they felt with you, because I think it's trapped in like a lot of like commotion, a lot of other energies. And I think they're going to have to get to the root of it. So it wouldn't shock me if you even pick up on them feeling you, to be honest with you. That's how this feels. 5 of Wands. We have strength. Tap me deeper into this energy, please. King of Cups. I feel like this person either lived a more fast life, or they just would like jump to different situations and not think of the consequences of who they were hurting. Everything was very lighthearted, so they just kind of expected that other people were moving in that way, and they weren't. Because I don't feel like this person nurtured a connection with you at all. This person doesn't feel like they nurtured anything with you. I feel like they were like da-da-da-da-da-da, like they were just moving really, really fast. 5 of Wands, the Strength card, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess. See, I'm seeing someone that's quite careless, enjoying you, enjoying your energy. If this was like a partnership or relationship, I feel like they found you very attractive. But even then, like, even if it wasn't a partnership, like, I think they still found you attractive and like your light, like, I like to be around you, like your warmth. And then I think that they used to just jump into different things, and I feel like they would have been careless with your energy. Or they may have thought, like, because I'm seeing this light from you and you're very fiery, they may have thought, oh, it's just the light and nothing else. But I think that you might be a lot more sensitive or like emotional, and maybe you put in a boundary with this person, or maybe you pull back your energy, or you know, whatever it was. I just feel like this person was like, fine, and then they like run, because I'm like buzzing around. I'm being trying to bumblebee, so I'm like buzzing around somewhere else. And it's like, I don't care that, like, what happened. I don't care if the tower falls. I'm over here, I'm winning. But then all of a sudden it's like, whatever they were running towards, it's either dried out, because I'm being shown a drought, like a Sahara desert, like there's no water here. So whatever it is, I'm not getting what I need from it, or I've been burnt, chasing the high, I've kind of been burnt, and now I feel like there's no fire even left in me. I feel kind of dull, and I'm looking over and you're still shining bright, and it's like, now I'm really sitting with it, and now I'm actually having to address my own emotions, and now I'm understanding maybe where you were coming from, or where you were feeling emotional, or where I might not have respected the situation, or I may not have poured into you. It's like, I'm starting to get it, because I'm starting to really feel it. I have to address it within myself, and me addressing it within myself, I think that it's for this person who I'm tapping into. I think they're going to go through a phase where they expand a little bit emotionally and have some more like empathy there, and I think that's what they're going to, that's what's going to help them kind of see you, I think. And I think that's actually why they're lurking and creeping right now, because I feel like it's the beginning of that. I don't think it's just you, to be honest, because I feel like this is going to infiltrate all of their life. So I think they're going to rethink decisions, and why did I move like that, and maybe I should have moved like that. It's going to give them a new layer of seeing things, but I think what it's going to do is it's going to have them address feelings towards you, the way they moved towards you, and also feelings that they didn't even know were there but were trapped in within. I see this person like a fly over you. So I don't know if this person's asking about you. Again, it could just be social media, just like lingering on the social media. But I feel like I'm a fly, and I'm kind of just, I'm lingering over you. They doubt, if this is like a ex-partner or something like that, they still find you very attractive, because with the donut, I was thinking of the Sweetest Pie song by Doja Cat and Magha Stallion, and I know that's a very, you know, lustrous song, let's put it that way. So I feel like they may still look at you like that. Like I think they've always been drawn to you like that, and maybe they could have love bombed, or they could have just got a bit too excited, or maybe only saw that side of you and not the other stuff, and it stopped them from deepening the connection with you. But I think they're going to start to feel things now and start to see you from a different perspective, if that makes sense. But in their energy, I feel like they think you don't want to talk to them, because I kind of feel like I've got the cold shoulder. So they could have already reached out and you've gone, no, I'm not interested. You could have already heard from them, or they just feel like you wouldn't want to talk to them. I feel like I'm, you know, when you think back at an embarrassing memory and you're like, oh my god, like I don't want to think of that. Or like when you think back to like maybe when you were younger and like you might have been mean to your mom or dad or something, you know what I mean, when you were like hormonal and stuff, and you think, oh my god, I wish I didn't do that. Like there's a feeling of that I'm picking up on, where I'm like, oh, I can't believe I did something like that, or I can't believe I said that. Like I feel like I'm cringing at it. It's reminding me, I remember when my nan, when I was like really little, I gotta say the story, I still feel so sad. My nan had gone into a shop and she got me with like a little toy car, and she got me this little doll. It was like this tiny little doll with this purple spiky hair, and she gave it to me, and I'm this sounds so spoiled, I don't know how old I was, I think I was like 4 or 5, and I cried because I didn't like it. And now, like, honest to God, every single time I think of that, I feel so sad for my nan, because it's like, you literally just got me a little doll and I cried because I didn't, like, I feel so bad for that. And I remember like a year or two later, I think my consciousness had started to set in, and I remember like feeling so bad, and I remember getting the doll and getting a shoebox and making like a whole little house for it, because I was like, see, Nan, I do like it. Like I felt so bad, like even like 2 years later. So, and I still think of that, I'm like, oh no, like that's so sad. But anyway, I feel, the reason I'm saying that is I feel like this person might be doing that. I feel like I'm thinking back and I'm looking at something and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I said, it's something about something I've said. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I just said that to them. I can't believe I said that to them back then. I shouldn't have said that. Like, I feel, I shouldn't have, like, I feel some guilt here, to be honest. I feel a bit of guilt. I think they were seeing you like a shining star. But it's like, you have emotions, you have a depth to you. And I think they weren't trying to tap into that. Or they didn't have their awareness to understand that there was more to you than that. That's how it feels. So then they couldn't see you in that way. Yeah. Pile number 1. They still see you in that way, but it's going to deepen. So they're forced to address something in their life right now. They're not going through the happiest time. I don't think they're happy where they're at in life. There's just something they're not enjoying. But I do think it's emotions sifting and coming up. I keep being starting on the moon. We have the unicorn, good fortune and friendship. Who's creeping on my pile number 1s, please, spirit guides? We have air, seek a union of mind and spirit. Who's creeping on my pile 1s, please, spirit guides? We have the spider, be meticulous and patient. That's reverse, so I'm going to keep it reverse. I don't normally use these reverse, but they literally never do come out reverse, so I feel like there's a reason for that. And then we have seduction, passion and romance await. Yeah, if this was like an ex or like a ex situation or whatever, I think they might have been very drawn in like lustful ways, because the sweet spot keeps coming up, that song. And it's like, there was never then room for anything to deepen, because I don't think they did anything for it to deepen. I think they were coming in with like a preconceived idea and projection of like, you make me feel this way, but there was more ways that could have been felt, but it's like they blocked it off by looking at it through one perspective, you know what I mean? Whereas I feel you were coming in a different way. We have the star at the back of the deck. A long journey brings rewards. Okay. Yeah, I feel like when they left, it was like, oh, well, you take the L. I'll have the W, but I feel like they feel like it's switched. You may be like, I don't care about L or W, I'm just doing my thing. But like, I feel like they look at it like that, because it's like, I took the L, but now, no, you took the L, but now I'm taking the L. Like, that's kind of how they feel. Or they may have thought that they were in competition in the past, but now they're realizing there was no competition. Or they may have thought like they were one-upping, but really you weren't even playing that game, and they're like, oh my god, I thought that's what they were doing, but they weren't. There's something around like, oh my god, I can't believe I moved like that, or I said that, or I thought of it like that. I feel guilt, like that's what I feel. I don't see like full on like reaching out though. I feel like I'm reviewing something, and I feel like I'm sitting with something. I'm laying in bed twiddling my thumbs. That's what I feel like I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm making any physical action towards anything. I'm hearing she's so lucky, she's a star when I'm looking at the unicorn card. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they kind of look up to you. I think they still see you as that light, that fiery energy. And I don't know why. I just feel like you're on a roll. Like, I feel like you're on a roll. There's something you've accomplished or something you've done. And it's like, yes, like, throwing roses, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I feel. Because it's like, when, you know, it's like sometimes you can get dopamine from like social media, you can get dopamine from like donuts and sweet things and things like that. That's how I feel. It's like dopamine, it's like a treat. So I feel like you're in that energy, and I'm not, you know. There's a lot of thoughts going on in their brain at the moment though, lots and lots of thoughts. And being meticulous and patient, but it's reverse. Like, I feel like this person is used to like running, jumping, and I feel like they can't, and I feel like they have to sit with it, and I feel really restless. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I don't know why I feel like I can't act on anything that I'm feeling. I feel stuck, like I can't act on it. I want to see why. Why can't they act on the feeling, please, spirit guides? Why are they not? Why do they feel like they can't act? 7 of coins. Like, I've invested. Like, let's say I've invested in this job and I've got, 7 of pentacles, 8 of pentacles. I've invested in this job and now I have to see it through. I've invested in this person and I've got to see it through. I've invested in, let's say I bought a house and like, I can't leave this job that's making me unhappy now because I need to keep paying the payments for this house. Like, that's how I feel. Or like, I made my bed. That's how this feels. It's like I've invested in something I can't pull out of now, but I don't think it was the best investment. That's really what this feels like. It's like, oh, they were playing the long game and I was chasing highs and I thought I was in the right, but now I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see them making any real moves, but they're drawn to you. Like this, like the seduction, the passion, all of that coming through, with the sweetest pie coming through, like that's still very much there. But it's like I can't act on anything. I also feel like they think you wouldn't want to talk to them too. So it's like, I've made my bed. You definitely don't want to talk to me now. That's how this feels. Yeah, so pile number 1, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at who is creeping on your energy, your social media, who is lurking. You guys chose the cookie dough. I was gonna say the cookie dough batter, the cookie dough lip scrub. I'm gonna start with tarot and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So let's get in. So pile number 2, please spirit guides, tap me into the collective of my pile number 2s. Who is currently creeping on my pile number 2s, please? Who is currently creeping on my pile number 2s? We have the 4 of Swords reversed. Who is creeping on my pile number 2s, please? We have the World. Let me just cover her up. If she will stay put. There we go. Okay, 4 of Swords reversed, the World. Who is creeping on my pile number 2s, please? We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 3 of Swords. The back of the deck is the King of Swords. 4 of Swords reversed, the World, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Swords. Like, I feel like I've missed the boat, or I feel like I've missed the boat. Like, I'm thinking of, like, when we think of cookie dough, it's a cookie that isn't fully cooked, isn't it? So it's like, it's still got that gooiness in the middle. So there's like there's something that didn't really come to fruition, if that makes sense. Like something hasn't fully bloomed. And then I kind of feel like I've missed the boat sort of situation. That's really what I'm picking up on. Can you tap me deeper into that, please, spirit guides? 4 of Swords reversed. The World. This feels like a family member, or like a friend. To be honest, this feels more like a family member, but take it as it resonates if it's like a friendship or a, you know, an ex or something like that. But this is feeling more like a friendship. Like, I feel like there's more I could have done, or there's more effort that I could have put in, or there's more like it's not supposed to be this way, if that makes sense. Like, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like maybe I was only around for a certain point in your life. Like, maybe I came in later on into your life, or I was there too early. Like, I was there like right at the beginning of your life, and then I left and I dipped because I kind of feel like something's half-assed. Like, I haven't given what I should have given, if that makes sense. And I'm aware of it. Like, maybe I wasn't looking at it before, but now I'm aware. Because there's like a sadness that I'm feeling. Yeah, there's like a sadness that I'm feeling. Like, I can't go back and change the past now. That's how I feel. I can't go back. What you would have like maybe needed from me, or when you needed me to stand up for you, like, I can't go back and do that. There's something that I feel guilty, or like I wish I could have been there for you then. That's the feeling that I'm feeling. I wish I could have been there from the beginning, or I shouldn't have dipped at that point. You really needed me then. That's how this is feeling, because I feel like I wish I could turn back time. Because I'm hearing Cinderella Man by Eminem, where he sings, if I had a time machine, can't remember the rest of the lyrics now, but he sings something like, if I had a time machine. So that's what I'm like, that's what I'm hearing, because I feel like I wish I could go back. Like, I wish I didn't do that. I'm thinking back at old memories. I'm thinking back at, but it's like, I know I just feel like I should have been there. I should have been there, but it's gone. That cycle's over now. But like, there's nothing I could do to go back to it. And I'm stuck on that. This person feels like they're going back to old memories, or like, I feel like me and you can't progress forward because where I needed to be, I wasn't. Like, I left it uncooked. I took the cookie out too early, or it was like uncooked. Like, I didn't. This feels like a family member, or like this feels like a parent or a sibling that feels guilty for like not showing up when they should have, or this feels like a grandparent where it's like I should have stepped in, or I should have been there more, because I feel like I can't progress on this connection with you, but it's my own blockage because it's like I wasn't there then, so I feel like I can't. That keeps plaguing me. I can't move forward with this situation because I missed a couple of steps, and I'm more focused on going back to those steps, but I know that I can't, and then I feel like a grievance and I feel a sadness. But what's really happening is I think they have trapped and repressed emotions from that time period, maybe trapped guilt, maybe feelings of unworthiness, triggers, because especially if it was like a parent, you know, parents are still human beings who have triggers, and they can get triggered by having to show up. You know, they're meant to, as parents, they're meant to, but sometimes what's behind it is like a trigger of their own. Doesn't make it right at all, but that can be there, and I think that might be there for this person because it's like that trigger's still there. So I keep feeling like I'm going round and round in circles. This feels like a family member. And there's a specific time period where either I was absent for the earlier years, or I left at one point and then came back, or I just left and now I'm thinking back and I'm like, well, like, you've bloomed fine without me, so you don't need me, like, or you wouldn't want me now anyway, or you know, there's also like a sadness of like, you shouldn't have had to do that, or that shouldn't, like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like to honestly, there's some shame because it's like, you shouldn't have been doing that, or you shouldn't have been you shouldn't have gone through that. I should have been there for you then. And this could even be like a cousin that you were close to when you were younger, and then they moved, like maybe they went to college like somewhere, or like traveled somewhere, and then you had to deal with something, and then it's like, oh, I should have been, like, it could be as light as that. Because I feel like there's I also feel like I don't want to look at it too, but it's coming into my awareness. That's how it feels. I feel like I left something uncooked. I left something uncooked. Let's pull a bit deeper. Let's go a bit deeper. Spirit guides, tap me into my pile number 2s, please. Tap me into my pile number 2s. Who's creeping on my pile number 2s energy? Can you get me deeper into this so I can go deeper into this person and the energy of this person? 4 of Cups. Yeah, they feel a little apathetic. Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. You know when you haven't been around someone for a really long time and there's like a slight awkwardness? I also feel like maybe I'm avoiding that, like the awkwardness of a situation. I kind of feel like I want to ignore the elephant in the room as well. Like I kind of don't want to have the discussion of like where I've been, or I find it hard to talk about like emotions. That's kind of how I feel. Like I struggle with that. Because they don't see you as a bad person at all. They actually see you as a really good person. Because they're also not viewing you as a threat. Sometimes people aren't a threat, but people can view them as a threat if they're trying to bring them medicine or love them when they're scared to be loved. They're not viewing you as a threat either. They're not viewing you as a threat. So they're understanding, because you're here as this Ace of Cups. I don't know if you've reached out to this person, or you've just had open arms, or they know you'd be open arms because you understand. There's a level of like they're wise, or they'd understand. And I don't know, I feel like this person's at a little bit of a crossroads right now in terms of like, shall I level up or shall I not? And they feel really rigid and stubborn as hell. Do I level up or do I don't? Or do I not? I also feel like I may try and avoid my emotions as well. So they may game a lot, you know, they may work a lot. They could, for some of you guys, trigger warning, they may turn to substances. I feel like I try to push my emotions down as well. That is coming up as well. There's an avoidance to emotions. I feel like this person's emotionally avoidant. That's how they feel. And they probably dipped in and out of this energy as well. I don't think this is the first time they've felt like this. Pile number 2. There's a sadness of like, again, it's the cookie dough, like it's half cooked, like they didn't complete a job. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's what this feels like. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. We have hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. Pile number 2. We have the Harley Quinn. True feelings are masked. Yeah, this person buries their emotions really deep. We have air. Seek a union of mind and spirit. One more card. And we have the wizard. Use your skills to aid others. In the back of the deck, you have fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Okay. Why do we have fate has blocked this path for you? They feel like in order to have like a healthy connection or to move forward, it's like I need to go back into the past to change things. Like they're so stuck on that, but they're stuck in it because there's a feeling they need to feel that's stuck there. There's grief, there's sadness, there's shame. They didn't deal with something back then that they need to deal with now, and this is to do with them. It feels parental, honestly, or like I feel like I have responsibility over you, or I should have had responsibility over you. That's how it feels. I need to go back and feel it, and I don't want to move forward until I felt that. And it's really, I don't think they're going to be able to move forward until they felt it. But for them, it's in their mind like I need a time machine, and then I just try and block it out. Like they keep doing the same thing. They're not lifting themselves out of that. And I think with true feelings are masked, I think sometimes they lie to themselves about their own feelings to bottle things down. I don't think they like dealing with their emotions at all. Very emotionally avoidant. I think they still are emotionally avoidant. I don't think that's ever shifted. I think sometimes it comes up and then they push it back down. Comes up, pushes it back, they push it back down. Because I feel like my brain's whizzing, and then it's like instead of doing anything about it, I'm pushing it down. They may even tend to analyze their emotions more as well to avoid actually feeling them, or they'll compartmentalize their emotions. They just need to feel it and they won't. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Maybe them leaving your life or not showing up would have been like their own reckless actions. Yeah. I feel like anything emotional, or I'm feeling anything and I'm shoving myself back out. That's what I feel like I'm doing in this energy. And I feel like I'm lying to myself, which then has me lying to others as well. They lie to themselves to avoid feeling something. It's like to keep themselves safe, and then it's like they end up lying to other people. They don't feel like they're breaking this chain anytime soon. They still feel stuck in this. It's like a cycle they go in. And every time they could level up, it's like, okay, go feel that feeling. And they're like, oh, you know what? I can't go back in time, and that's the only way this would work. And then it's like, I'm going to push it back down, and then it goes round and round again. But what they're not realizing is that every time that this comes up and they think of you and you're on their mind, they need to feel that feeling, and then they avoid it or they lie to themselves. It's something else, and then it's pushed down. They don't like to deal with the emotion. Yeah. That's all I'm getting, pile number 2. But I feel like this person, there is guilt here. if that would give you like any sense of closure, you know, just as a message for you, there is guilt here, and there is like a shame of not being somewhere at a certain point for you, or not showing up at a certain point, or like knowing that I should have done this. There's something that they are aware of, but then I don't even think they necessarily bat it down. It's more so the feeling they're trying to bat down. Not necessarily the responsibility, it's the feeling that comes with the responsibility. They really struggle with that. So yeah, pile number 2, that is what I have for you. I really hope you got what you needed from the reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys lots of love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at who is creeping on you, who is lurking on your socials. So you guys chose the poppy. I'm going to start with tarot, and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So let's take a look. So pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. Who is creeping on my pile number 3s, please? Who's creeping on my pile number 3s? Who is creeping on my pile number 3s? Please, spirit guides, tap me into my pile number 3s. We have the Hierophant. Who is creeping on my pile number 3s? We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Empress. And we have the Knight of Coins and the Tower. Interesting. 7 of Swords and the Empress. And the Tower. Okay. Hierophant. Okay, this is somebody from your past, first of all, because I feel like the paradigm you were in when this person was about no longer exists. And what I do find interesting is, as well, I feel like this person's... Okay. I feel like the shell that I knew you as, and this is the person, that shell no longer exists. So the way that you maybe used to carry yourself, speak, the way your life was, like, I feel like that person's still in the same paradigm. So it's like, I'm expecting you to be there and you're not. Like, imagine you and this person lived in a castle together. This person leaves. They expect you to be in the same castle. They come back to the castle. It's in ruins. You left it a long time ago. Now there's a new castle peeking up over the horizon. That's your castle. That's how this feels. So I feel like this person still tries to look at you through old eyes, but I feel like you contradict a lot of the old. And I feel like that's what this person's struggling with, because it's like, I want to know. Like, I want to know what you're up to. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know how you're moving. Like, I want to know these things. Like, I feel like I need to have a level of control because I want to know what you're up to. I feel like I can see, because I'm being shown like a serpent, and you know, they shed their skin. It's like, I can see your dead skin. So I know you've cleared that. And like, I'm aware that like what maybe I would have said about you or projections. This doesn't feel like the best person, because this person feels very gossipy. But I feel like things that I would have said, or things in the past that I would have projected, or just the way I viewed you in the past, it's gone. The skin is on the floor. So I feel like this person tries to dissect what you're up to or what you're doing. I don't know if you've gone quiet on social media. I don't know if you've become a very private person. Because I feel like before you were more vocal and more like show and tell. Not in the sense of like, look what I've got. It was more just like, I just feel like you were just way more open with your energy and way more maybe generous with your energy and way more like you tell your plans, but not because it's like, oh, look, it was more like, I trust that I can just say these plans. And I feel like you've learned that secrecy is a power, or like just holding things back and keeping things to yourself, or privacy, not necessarily secrecy, although it can be. Privacy is a power. I feel like you've understood that. So I see this person kind of like, I don't get, like, I feel like I'm trying to read you. I'm trying to, like, if this person does tarot, I feel like they might have pulled cards on you, or they could have gone for a tarot reading on you. That's something that could have happened. But I just don't feel like I'm getting anything from it. I feel like, because you feel quite protected. So, because I'm being shown trying to draw blood from a stone, so they might have tried to, like, read on you, or I don't know, I feel like I'm getting nothing. And I used to get stuff and now I'm getting nothing. And I know that what I used to get is no longer part of you because I can see the shattered skin on the floor. Like, it's gone. Like, the remnants, the debris is gone, if that makes sense. And I don't know why this person wants to know what you're up to. I'm going to pull some cards and see in a sec, but I don't know why. So I want to know. I want to know what you're up to. I feel like I'm still trying to understand you, or I still feel like I'm checking up on you. This isn't someone you've spoken to for a while. This was like a while ago. Like, this has been some time that you haven't spoken. Because it's like a different person. Like, they feel like they're looking at a different person. Because I feel like there's a lot of questions I want to ask. How did you get that? How did you do that? What are you doing now? Like, how did you make your money now? And how did you afford this? And how did you... Like, there's so many questions I have, and I feel like there's no answers. Before, I might have been able to put 2 and 2 together, and now I have no answers. And I used to be able to know your next move, but now I don't. Like, that's how I feel. Everything's hidden and cloaked. And if this is somebody that reads tarot, for some of you guys it is, for some of you guys it isn't. You might not have cloaked yourself in the past, your energy, but now you have. So it's like, I can't pull on you anymore. That's what I'm being shown. 7 of Swords, the Empress. And the Knight of Coins. I feel like they've always looked up to you. With this Knight of Coins, I feel like I've always, like, this is the energy I feel in. I feel like I've always looked up to you. I've always, like, admired you in some sense. So I've been intrigued by you. I've been inspired by you. This kind of feels. So why do they? Let's take a look. Why does this person want to know things about my pile? This is like what you would call a monitoring spirit, but they have nothing to monitor because I don't think you give them anything to monitor. And even if you are posting things on social media, you may be able to say a whole lot with also saying nothing. Some people are good at that, and I feel like you are. Pile number 3. Why does this person want to know stuff about my pile number 3s? Why? Show me the energy deeper. Who is this person, please, spirit guides? Why does this person want to know things? We have the 9 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Oh, goodness. Why does this person want to know things about my pile number? Ace of Cups. Okay. Why does this person want to know things? Queen of Swords. 2 of Coins reversed. At the back of the deck. I think you cut this person off. You cut this person off, I think. I think you pulled your energy back from this person. Yeah, I think you pulled your energy back from this person. 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I feel like a spider collecting the flies and keeping them in my web. Because I feel like without the flies, what am I? Like, that's kind of, honestly, that's how I feel. It's like, without the flies, what am I? Like, I almost feel I'm priding myself of the flies in my web, but then one of the flies wriggled and got away, and now it's like, what are they up to? What are they doing? Because it's like, I really like that fly. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I really like that fly. If you liked it, why are you trying to capture it for? I'm confused with this person's energy. Because honestly, when I'm tapping into them, they actually like you. Like, this is where I'm confused, you guys. They like you. They like you. I think when you were in their life, I think they were really conflicted because I think that they liked your presence. I think they thought you were funny. I'm being told that you are very endearing. I think that you were actually quite loyal. Or maybe you were very loyal. That's how they feel here. And it's like, they got that from you, so they liked you. But at the same time, it's like, I want this fly in my web. Because it's like, there's a level of control here. But it's, why are they trying to control? If you like something, why would you try and control it? Queen of Swords. You're somebody that's just happy to exist. I feel like you're somebody that's like, just very like, it's okay, like I just feel like you can make do and make magic. Like, I can be happy with the littlest of things, whereas I feel like this person might have needed things, like needed to be in control of things, needed to be the leader of a friendship group, needed to be the one in control of a relationship, needed to be the one with the more money. Like, that's the way I feel like they've chosen to move through life, because it's like, that's where I'm worthy, and that's where I'm achieving things, and that's where I win, me being in control, me having the upper hand. And I feel like they liked your energy and they liked being around you, but I think you also gave a lot of your energy to this person, and I think that they liked it. And I think you caught on to this person because they feel like quite cutthroat if they're not in control, or if you're not doing what they say. Like, that's how this person feels. So I feel like you caught on. I think you wriggled and got away, and it's like, now I'm not in control, so now it's made me feel like you've one-upped me, that you're better than me. Like, now I feel insecure. So now it's like, because I have no level of control, I feel like I'm looking on your social media, because you know, like when you're in a relationship or a situation with someone and they don't give like closure, or they don't explain a situation as to why they're leaving, or they'll ghost you or whatever, and like, your brain needs to understand why it happened. Or like, even if you did understand why it happened, like, say you have somebody and they've gotten into a relationship with somebody else, and you know that you and that person wasn't right for each other, but then sometimes insecurities can creep in if you have got those triggers of like, is that person better than me? Did they prefer that person? This person feels like they have those triggers because it's like, I feel like they still look for clues within your energy. I feel like I don't know why you pull back. That not self-aware at all. There's no self-awareness here at all. And I feel like they're like, well, why did they pull back then? Why did they do that? Why did they, like, they still feel like they need a level of control. I feel like if they could talk to you, they would. And I feel like they've probably had conversations in their head of like what they'd say. But they're still playing this like control tactic, I feel. Because I feel like I'm looking back and I was like, I could say all of these things about that person, and I knew all about this person, and this person would give me this and this and this, and this person would just kind of, I don't know why I feel like this person would kind of submit, whereas I feel like now they're not. Now I feel like they wouldn't do that. So it's like, I feel less than. It's making me feel less than. You standing in your own power and doing your own thing is making them feel less than. So I don't know if you were around them and they might have said things to you or put you down, or try to push you beneath them, because I feel like now that you're in your power, it makes me feel less than. You doing good makes me feel less than, and I feel like I'm trying to understand, to put two and two together. This person might have been a very negative person, where it's like somebody could literally get like a brand new car and they'd have something to say about it. Like, oh yeah, well, you know, I remember this girl that I knew that I'd been friends with, and I remember like she would like pick a lot, just be mean about people a lot. And I remember she had, one of my friends had like a car or whatever, and she was like, yeah, that family's like flat out on finance, and would like make fun of them having to make payments for the car. And it's just like, at least they have a car. Like, I don't know, she would just make little things like that, and it's reminding me of that. Like, I feel like they might have picked and prodded, and you know, anytime somebody had an achievement, it's like, I'm trying to push you beneath me. You can't, I don't care if you have an achievement, but it can't be better than my achievement. No, it could be any achievement. I feel like it's threatening me. Any type of achievement, anything that makes me feel like you're above me, I don't like it. So I feel like I'm poking at it. Like, I feel like I've got to be the best, but even when I have things, I still don't feel the best. Whereas I feel like you might not have had all of these things, but you still felt the best. You know, it's like, I'm okay, like I'm cool, like I'm confident or whatever. This person didn't possess that, and I think they liked being around you because I think that energy you'd give to them. There's like a spider feeling here, where a spider's like trying to get the fly back in the net, and I don't like that. I feel like you're pretty far gone though, because it's making me think of a flower that's been picked and it's like well away from the ground where it once grew. It's making me think of that. But this is like a monitoring spirit, because I want to know what you're up to. What are you doing? And it's like any bit of information I want to know, you know? Pile number... When you were around this person, I think that you felt very imbalanced, and I think you gave a lot to this person, or you might have felt like you were walking on eggshells with this person. And it's weird because they know, but they don't know at the same time. It's really weird. It's like, I know that they were scared to say anything to me, or I know that they didn't, that they were like pouring into me. I know this, but at the same time, it's like, why didn't they want to stay on me though? What was that about? Like, and I'm trying to suss it out. Like, I'm this psychologist. And it's like, the answer is, like, the proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean? The proof is in the pudding. Like, because I feel like they are aware of their actions, but then they're also very unaware that those actions would make people want to fly away. It's confusing. I don't know. This energy is confusing me a little bit. It's quite contradictory. I don't know if this person knows themselves very well. I don't think if they know whether they're coming or going. We have the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. Yeah, I feel like you used to say a whole lot and now you don't. I think you keep things to your chest. I feel like I'm analysing the way that you speak or things that I'm seeing you type or say to other people. Time is of the essence, the hourglass, the Harlequin, true feelings unmasked. This person really liked you though. Do you know what? This is why I feel so conflicted. This person genuinely liked you. Like, this person liked, if this was a friend, this person liked you as a friend. If this was an ex, this person loved you as a partner. If this is a family member, this person, you were like one of this person's favourite family members. That's why I'm confused. Because if that's the case, what is all of this? We also have the Black Cat, your luck will change soon. The back of the deck, you have the Raven, darkness looms on the horizon. Yeah, they're holding on to the past, look. Holding on to the past. Choose your words. Yeah, I feel like you don't say anything anymore. You keep things very tight-lipped. Even maybe, like, you could have had mutual friends and you'd say things to them and then they'd pass it on. I feel like you don't do that anymore. Or maybe, like, whatever mutual friend was there is also out of the picture. So it's like they don't... Like, I'm not being fed. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know what you're up to. You could also be one of those people that changes and shifts frequently as well, you know? Why do we have time is of the essence? Why do we have that? Time is of the essence. I'm also looking at that, like, I'm looking at all this shattered skin. Like, I'm looking, like, you've grown, you've changed again and again and again. And it's like, I can't, like, you just keep evolving now. You keep moving forward. There's even more things I don't know about. It's like you're really far away out of my grip now. Like, I was still able to keep an eye because even though my web was here in the corner of the room, you were still, like, trapped in the house. So you were still, like, fluttering around the window. I still saw where you were. Couldn't have got to you, but I saw you. And then you made it out of the window, but I could still see through the window. So you were just fluttering around. But now I don't know where you are. And I'm hearing talk that you've flown into the other town. But it's like, but did they though? And how did they do it? And what? They literally... I don't know. It's really weird. There's something about time where I don't know if they think back or it's like... I feel like I'm losing you. I'm losing you. But it's like, I feel like this has already been over for some time because the Tower came out fairly quickly. True feelings unmasked. They move around life like they play a game. Like, I feel like I've got a mask and play a game. Like, I could never let you know that I like you as a friend. But why would you not want someone to know that? I'm never going to admit that I was trying to be mean to you for this reason. No, I was doing this and that. But why? Like, I don't... But then it's like, but I don't know why you didn't want to be friends with me. You're answering your own questions. Like, I see somebody answering their own questions. And then they're like, well, I'm stumped. And it's like, you just answered your question. There's, like, self-awareness because they know what they're doing. But then a lack of self-awareness because it's like, but why didn't you want to be around? It's like, you're answering the... I'm getting frustrated with it too. Like, you're answering this question. Your luck will change soon. Your luck will soon change. I'm thinking of, like, you going into black. You might have been golden retriever back in the day and now you're black cat. Keeping all this energy to myself. Like, you know, cats are very temperamental and, like, you can't force them to do anything. I feel like you've gone into that energy. Whereas you might have been a golden retriever in the past. Like, I'll do whatever. It's fine. And I don't think you're like that anymore. I literally feel like I'm losing you. You're getting out of my grip. So I'm holding on to the dead skin, honestly. Yeah. You made it really hard for this person to know what you're getting up to. And you have nothing to worry about here as well. Because I think all this person would have done was watch and make... It's for their own ego, I think. for reading this energy. I think it's more their own ego, or to tell themselves their own narrative of a story of who you might be. But at the same time, they know who you are because they liked you. This person's just contradicts themselves, I think. Yeah, so pile number 3, that is what I have for you. I really hope that you got what you needed from the reading today. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey Palful, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at who is lurking and creeping on your energy. So you guys chose the cat. I'm going to start with tarot and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So let's go. So pile number 4, please spirit guides, tap me into the collective of my pile number 4s. Who is currently lurking on my pile number 4s, please? Who is currently lurking and creeping on my pile number 4s? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Coins. We have the Ace of Coins. And we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Knave of Cups at the back of the deck as well. Okay, Queen of Cups, Knight of Coins, Ace of Coins. This is someone that wants... Okay, I feel like I'm thinking of like a cat that's outside and it sees like its prey and it's like, it'll sit and crawl through the grass and, you know, it'll have its eye on it. Like, I'm being shown something like that. So I feel like I'm reviewing you. So I feel like I'm viewing you and I'm aware of like what you're up to and things like that. Like, I'm like, my eyes are on you in that aspect. But I feel like there's been more, like there's been a while of this. Because what I mean by that is I just feel like you, like I kind of feel like I'm dissecting or I'm watching how you are with other people, because I feel like the version of you that I've got, or the version of you that like you might like portray outwardly, like when I watch you with other people, it's slightly different. Like there's an emotional side to you, and I feel like I want to get there. It's making me think of like, I remember when I was younger, I had this little like fossil kit, and it was like literally like stone, like rock, and like you had to get like water and these tools, and you'd like push it, like you'd have to keep like battering it basically, like you'd have to keep going at the rock, and then the fossil would be underneath and you'd get to it, because I feel like I want to get in there. I want to see that side of you. So I don't know if this is this feels like, this doesn't feel like anyone new. This is someone you know. This is somebody that has been around you, or it could even be like somebody from the past that only saw a certain version of you. But I feel like through I feel like not necessarily studying, but I feel like I've been viewing you. I feel like I'm seeing different sides to you. Maybe you've started to become more vulnerable and emotional, so that's how they're seeing that. Maybe you've been doing inner work, shadow work, and that vulnerable side is coming out, because I feel like I'm seeing you in a more nurturing aspect. I feel like I'm seeing you in a more emotional aspect. I'm hearing seductive as well, and I feel like I want that side of you. Like I feel like I want to kind of like, whether it's offer you a new beginning or even offer you a new start, or just like a start in general if you've never actually had anything with this person. I'm hearing Ben for some reason, so somebody could, or they could be from London and Big Ben. I don't know, but I'm just hearing Ben for some reason. But I feel like I want to see that side of you. I want to experience that side of you. I want to understand you on that level. I want you to be emotional with me. I want that side of you. That's kind of how I feel. Because I don't know, I feel like I'm being drawn into you for some reason. I feel like there's a siren vibe where I feel like I'm being drawn into you, like I'm really drawn to you, and I want to experience that within you. This doesn't feel like anything super heavy. This doesn't feel like anything super deep yet, unless you want it to be. This just feels like something that's kind of sparked within them, where it's like, I want to see that side of you. I want to understand that side of you. I want to get to know that side of you. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, so let's go a bit deeper. This feels light, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like there's not too much depth here to sink my teeth into, but I'm going to try and get as much as I can. But I feel like I'm either seeing a different side to you, or it's like the more I'm analyzing you, I'm seeing that part of you and I want more. So it's like, but this is someone that you do know of, like they are around you, co-worker, again, somebody from the past just lingering, a friend, you know. just somebody you've just started talking to, but they know there's a bit more to you, because this could be somebody you're now texting and talking to. Pile number 4. Pile number 4, we have the Knave of Swords. Everything feels like the Knight, the Knave, like everything feels very light. It's new and it's fresh, and it's like, what could be, you know? 5 of Cups. Tap me deeper into this energy. Who is currently creeping on my pile number 4s? Who is currently thinking of my pile number 4s? Who is lurking on my pile number 4s? 4 of Swords reversed, and then the back of the deck is the King of Wands. Yeah, because I feel like I really want to, like, I want to know more about you, but it's like I want to know deeper things about you. I want to understand, like, you know, like when you start to develop feelings for somebody, because this could be somebody you've just started speaking to, you know, when you start to develop feelings and you're like, you wonder how that person's like love language would be, or how they'd be in love, like what things would be like that. That's what I feel like I'm thinking of. And for some of you guys, it's more pondering, but others of you, it's starting to come in, because I'm being shown the tide starting to trickle in. So this could be somebody you've just met and started speaking to, or somebody who's just starting to catch feelings in that way, or see you in that way. But again, if this is somebody from the past that you would resonate this with as well, I just feel like I saw you in a different way. Like I almost saw you as a fairy, and now I'm seeing you like a mermaid. You know what I mean? Like I saw you as somebody that was more like fiery or airy, or like there was like you were like a firecracker, whereas now it's like I see it, but now I'm actually seeing like a depth to you. Now I'm starting to see different sides to you, and this could be something so little, like you've changed your appearance and they're picking up on it, or again, it could literally be like you're starting to showcase these aspects, or from an energy perspective, you've activated certain things within, doing some healing, and they're starting to respond to that energy and that shift. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like I'm looking at you differently. I feel like I'm looking at you from a different perspective. I feel like this feels like it's going to be a shorter reading, because this feels like something that's new. I just feel like this is something that's very new, or these are ideas that are only now coming to this person. This person's only now seeing you in that way. You know what I mean? They're only now starting to see these things. You know what I mean? And also, I feel like, again, if this is somebody that you've been talking to, or just started speaking to, or just started texting, it's like, you know, when you meet people and then you start to tell them like your deeper aspects, things that have happened to you, things like that. That's what I feel like I'm picking up on as well. Like I feel like I'm starting to really dissect and understand you. There's like emotion really coming in. Or again, you could have spoken out about something, maybe even on your social media, and this person's starting to understand, oh, they went through this and this. Like there's this side to them, you know. So there's something there. But I feel like I'm definitely like focused on you. I'm pondering on you, because I keep thinking of a cat like watching something when it's interested. You know when you swing something in front of a cat and their eyes are just like moving back and forth? That's what I'm being shown. I was just moving my head back and forth, but I realized you cannot see me. So yeah, pile number 4. This feels very new and fresh. Like there's not too much to pull. I feel bad for not going deeper, but I don't feel like there's anything deeper yet. I feel like if you were to have a reading like this in like 6 months time, then it would be deeper. It's just right now this feels fairly new and light. Pile number 4. Ooh. Guys, the card that just dropped, let me just cover her a second, because YouTube will not like it. Look what just dropped. Hang on, wait there. The siren literally just dropped, and I literally said like they were seeing you as like a fairy, but now they're seeing you as a mermaid. That's how it felt. A temptation may lead you astray. But for that, what I'm picking up on, it's almost like I said, there's something seductive. I feel like you're pulling me in. I feel like I'm flowing into you. That's kind of how this feels. Like I feel like an emotional pull to you. We have the Oracle. I'm hearing Supernatural by Ariana Grande. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Black Cat, your luck will change soon. Yeah, like a feline in it. Like I feel like you have that kind of feline energy, where it's like you've really got to like make the cat feel safe, like, you know, love the cat, show the cat you're not a threat, like for them to kind of start to warm to you. Like I feel like that's how I move in towards you. And again, seduction, like I said, I feel like, you know, that feeling like I'm being drawn, like I feel really like I'm being drawn to you like a siren. Like I feel like I said, it was the seductive feeling, passion and romance away. Like I feel like I'm being drawn in. That's the only way I can describe it. Like I feel like water's just taking me in. I'm starting to dissect and read and feel into you. That's how this feels. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Your luck will change soon. You could be somebody that's very like private as well, or somebody that keeps things kind of like close to your chest. Because I feel like I can, it's more like I can feel. This person's going off of feeling and energies. Like that's how this feels. Like they're being drawn to you in that way. This person could have even spoken to somebody or talked about you to someone, like a friend. If you just started speaking to this person, like this person could have been speaking about you to somebody else, like look at this person, showing your social media, or just talking about you in that way. Or again, like you could be on social media talking about your experiences, talking about your emotions. They're seeing you as somebody that's very wise, somebody that they're maybe like learning from. So there's like a lot coming through that. You guys could be healers. They could be picking up on that and really drawn to that as well, especially if it's on social media. So that's what I'm picking up on as well. Like I feel really like I'm aligning with you. I feel like I'm melting. It's reminding me of the song by Kehlani called Melt, where she sings I melt into you. That's the feeling I feel. I feel like this is someone you started speaking to that's catching feelings, or somebody from the past that maybe had some sort of feelings and had a view of you, but now they're seeing you in a different light. That's how this feels. Yeah, so pile number 4, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.